franchise to set up ready to take the Minnesota Vikings all the way to the Super Bowl. So we're just setting it up now, get the franchise ready, and then we'll be straight into training before the first game ahead of the new season. Oh, Josh, Josh, Kyle. Pre-season. Pre-season. Right, I'm going to start at pre-week 3. Pre-season team to load up will be...
Select the team you want to join.
Will be the Minnesota Vikings.
Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left.
Change role, nope. So we're going straight into it. Week 3 pre-season of 4. American football. We'll give you a rundown quickly, briefly of the rules if you're not sure of American football. So the idea obviously is 2 teams. You have defense, offense, special teams, kicking teams, and the idea is obviously to gain 10 yards. You have 4 opportunities to get those 10 yards. If you don't, you fail. And obviously you have to punt the ball up the field, or if you're close to the field goal area, then you can obviously go for the 3 points field goal. So that's basically it. If you don't, you give possession away to the opposite team, and it's their turn then to progress up the field. 4 opportunities to get 10 yards. If you do make that, then you get an opportunity to make another 10 yards, and so on until you get up to the touchdown area. 6 points for a touchdown if you make it, and then you can go for the point after, which is 1 extra point for a field goal, giving a total of 7 points. Or during the game you can obviously go for a field goal if you... Right, we're into it now. Play pre-season game, here we go then. Pre-season home to the Atlanta Falcons by the looks of it. Oh. We're going to play the full game. 4 quarters, 2 in each half. Each quarter's 15 minutes long. Not in real time, I don't think, no. The road to Arizona Cardinals, sorry, excuse me, I'm thinking of the Atlanta Falcons. The Arizona Cardinals at home, away, sorry, to Minnesota Vikings. Let's check our superstar factors. Stephon Diggs, Daniel Hunter, Chandler Jones. Superstars in the squad. Adam Thielen, Harrison Smith. Just check my uniforms. Current home. Set. Right. You have lots of different plays that you can call. You can run the ball, throw, pass. Yeah, it's the latest edition out on. You can get it on the Xbox One also. Madden 20. For anyone that likes American football. The commentator will probably give you a rundown of the gameplay as it goes along as well. It's a bit like playing career mode on FIFA 20.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. With that, we send you up to US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Standing by our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at US Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities.
First of all, I've been in the franchise on Madden 20. I played Madden 19 a bit on Xbox. It's the first time on the PS4.
As the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
So I have a great opportunity to pick and choose what plays I want to do. They'll come up on the screen as and when I'll make that option. So it looks like I'm kicking off, and then obviously Arizona Cardinals will receive the ball and then attempt to do their 10 yards in 4 plays to work their way all up the field. I know they're kicking off. I'm receiving, so I'm on the offense.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Vikings with Kirk Cousins leading the way. Cousins surprisingly efficient in his first season as a member of the Vikings. He hit on better than 70% of his passes, second only to Drew Brees, and was actually just the 6th ever NFL quarterback to finish a season above that 70% mark.
Offense will have a boost when calling slant flat plays, and my defense will have a boost when calling cover 6 plays. So I can go for coach suggestions to start with, and then you've got a choice then of either running or passing the ball on several plays. And it's down to you then to pick your receiver as you play the game. So I'm going to go for this Y stick pass to start with. Obviously there you can see which buttons you need to press for what receiver as they run up the field with the X, the 0 and the square.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Open here, Adam Thielen.
So I've gained more than 10 yards there, so 17-yard gain. So now obviously I've gained more than those 10 yards in one play with a pass. So I can now start again from where I
able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start
get brought down and then gain another 10 yards and work my way up the field to the touchdown or field goal area.
Because you know,
try and take the lead in this game.
Just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple
at the top there you got the score. Top left, obviously you have your first and 10 and whatever down it might be with whatever yards you got left. And then the clock time in the first quarter there on your right hand side.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And getting this just shy of midfield.
I think I've gained another 10 there, 11 yards.
It's a gain of 11
rushing
as
the
the
ball.
Vikings pick up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
There certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So I'm going for a run up the top there, the 0-1 trap.
Back-to-back good plays. Have him
Nearly
on
at
the
the
move
halfway
on
line.
first down.
You get the option then of the green square there to run into.
They run. Cook.
Oh no.
And they go backwards
Lost
here.
yards,
Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 2 there.
So on the top
Second
left, we've
down.
got 2nd and 12. That's my second down there now. I've got 12 yards to make now instead of 10. So on that run, I lost 2 yards.
If you don't take care of him first.
So now I've got 3 attempts to get 12 yards instead of the original 4 attempts in 10. I'm going for the vertical pass. Probably out to the green triangle, maybe. Thielen.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. And
Oh,
that's
he's
going
got
to be
it.
incomplete.
Nice.
A lot of
Oh,
contact,
incomplete.
no call,
I
and
thought
it's
I got
third
it.
down.
God damn.
And the offensive starters for the Vikings.
In an NFL that's uncertain from year to year, you know what you're going to get from year to year from tight end Kyle Rudolph. Very
Third and
consistent.
12 now. I
A
thought
nice
he'd got
threat
that.
in the
That'd be
passing
nice.
game. The thing he's most proud of, his continued improvement as a run blocker.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing his Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
Dropped again. 4th and 12. I've got to punt the ball up the field now. I'm not close enough for a field goal. So I've got to, it's basically like giving possession away to the opponents. I've got no option. So I'll punt the ball upfield.
For the most part,
And Arizona will now
you're playing
take
pretty basic stuff,
the
pretty
offense.
vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon. They just go out
Just
and
basically
make
like losing
plays. You gotta
possession
let their
in football.
athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Weil, to kick it away.
If I counter at the
Back
bottom,
deep,
he's got to go up
Patrick
to where that
Peterson.
white line is in the green area, then back down to the bottom to get a decent kick. That's where the X is. So now
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end
they'll
zone.
kick off at their 20-yard line.
So here come the Cardinals now for their first drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
So it's now my turn to defence. And on there it gives you the positions of the players that they're roughly in. I'm going to go for the blitz at the top.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. It's brought in by Kevin White.
So he got
Great
it
way to
another.
start the drive.
Wow.
20 big ones and a 1st down.
20 yards. 20-yard reception.
White, the
And
7th
5.
overall pick back in 2015 by the Bears. Never really got off the ground in Chicago. Now, in his defense, his first 3 seasons were injury-plagued. And Cliff Kingsbury said he has all the tools to be a dangerous player.
Got
He
man
and the
for
rest
man
of the
marking
franchise
now.
really
Cover.
hoping a change of scenery will breathe new life into the 27-year-old receiver. Murray going to throw. That's
He's
complete
got it. He's
to
kept
White.
it. Oh, wow.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
He's just over halfway now, I think, on my 45-yard line.
Making a concerted effort to get him the football. So
100
to me,
yards, obviously, the
that
total
means they
length
like
of
the
the
matchup that
pitch.
they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well.
Cover 2 at the bottom.
Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move on 1st down.
Come on.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro.
Get him.
And
Get
he's
down.
going to get stopped up quickly. Give him
Man,
a
you gotta
yard
get past
down to the
him.
43. And let's look now at the offensive starters for the Cardinals.
That's the attacking squad there for the Cardinals, the offense.
Separation from the defensive backs, because we've seen some early success in the passing
We're the
game in
first
this
quarter
one,
now, 2
and
minutes
that's gonna need to
49 left.
continue.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
So that red line you can see just behind my players.
Here's Johnson. 2 runs in a row
on the ground.
2 yards to show for it.
The target the offense the Cardinals have to make in their 10 yards.
Harrison Smith is a player I love to watch. Whether he's ranging
Still
deep
the
as a
white
free
line
safety
spread across
or
the
near
field
line
there.
of
You've got a
scrimmage where
little
he makes
faded
more
red
plays.
line.
Keep your eyes
That's the
on
target
him.
that they have to reach within the 4 downs. 4 chances.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
They don't make that, obviously, then it's back to me.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And this is
Thrown
going
it
to be
away.
incomplete.
Nice. Incomplete, didn't make it. So they're 4th and 8 now, so they're going to have to punt up the field and give possession back to me now because they've been unable to make the 10 yards in 4 chances. Nice. That's my opportunity now to head back up the field, try and get a touchdown. You'll probably catch on to it if you're not sure as it goes on more and more.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away.
So he's kicking up the field up towards that player in the distance.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25.
If they kick
It will. Right
the ball,
at the
obviously, the punt it out of bounds up as close to the touchdown area as possible, then obviously
now heading out to take over.
That's where the Vikings or whoever's on offense will have to start the ball from.
Sure they don't do that again.
Well, let's just go to the football.
It's good for the offense team because obviously the defense, which is me now, have got to start real close to the touchdown area. If I mess up, that means the offense team are very close to getting the touchdown if they can get into that area. That's the idea, to try and punt up the field when you lose possession, to get it as close as possible to the touchdown area.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They start the drive with Cook.
Oh, didn't get very far back to where I was.
On the pickup there.
Oh, 2 yards gain.
And here is the
2 yards gain out of 10. Excuse me. To 8 yards to go, second down.
That he can get to the football on every snap. An absolutely fierce hitter. You can feel his intensity even when you're sitting down and having a meeting with him prior to the game.
Minute 30 left in the first quarter. Come on, Cousins. Let's do the business. Go on.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Get in.
9 yards
1st and 10. I made 9 yards there, so back into another first down. 4 chances to get another 10 yards.
Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the
Decided to run it this time instead of throwing. So I've made the goal complete there. Team 11 offensive yards out of 10. One of my targets completed during the game.
Following the good run by Cook.
You get so many targets to make within the game, and that gives you experience points to help your squad get better.
Cousins.
No.
Into a double team.
It's given possession away.
It's
gone for a touchdown. No.
And he
oh, flaming out. God. Interception. Gone up the field and got 6 points for a touchdown. And go for the extra point, then the field goal to go between the posts. To get the extra point and make it 7-0. No way.
Great hands, and of course, how about the fluid moves
one mistake costs the points.
Sounds like you're watching your
plenty
old
of time to
game
get back
film
in this,
your
obviously.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Damn. So down in the bottom left, we've got 11 seconds to make the field goal in.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point.
Yeah, they've got it between the
And
posts.
the Cardinals will go up
7-0.
7-0.
7-0 up away from home.
Getting the
Arizona.
interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Right.
So they throw the pick six. They'll
kicking
get
off
another shot at it now as this
for me
one's
now
in the
to
air.
take the offense and
This
head
is
up the
fielded
field
a couple
again
yards
as
deep.
far as I can.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
23 yards.
Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick-6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my
5
experience,
seconds to go.
a lot of quarterbacks
At the end of the first quarter, whatever play you finish at the end of the first quarter, it continues
really helps you get back in sync
into the second quarter.
Methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete.
But when you get to halftime, which is the end of the second quarter, then whatever, if you're close to a touchdown area, then
I remembered an expression that I've heard
that's it.
From you. I don't know.
You don't get the opportunity then to continue in the third quarter. Everything starts afresh in the second half at the start of the third quarter. So it's tough, really. If you're close to a touchdown, you don't make it in time. Tough. You've got to restart again. Start afresh with the kickoff at the third quarter, just after half time. There's a lot to learn in the game, but obviously the more you watch, the probably more you'll pick up and enjoy it. Sod it. I took too long. You get a certain amount of time down below to
he didn't even try to
take the play, and there's me talking away then, and then took too long. So you get a yellow flag. You've got 5-yard penalty there, so now instead of second and whatever I made, I've now lost 5 yards, so I've got to do a 2nd and 15 now, which makes it even more difficult. I'm going for this PA post
now after
pass.
The delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15.
So you'll see at the top right, 26 seconds left. I've got to make the play within. If you don't do it in that time, then you forfeit. You lose yards on the yellow flag.
Check 37. Check 37.
Now Cousins. That's complete to the receiver.
Complete, but I haven't made it all the way.
They'll get 9 there. As that
9-yard gain.
For third down.
So I'm now at 6 yards to make in the third down.
That they put into their passing game because it was evident.
So really, if I don't make these 6 yards in this play, it runs me to a 4th down, and you can't take that opportunity of running the last one. So if you lose it, they're closer to your touchdown area than what you want. So it's best to lose possession, punt the ball upfield, and then for them to start up on their 10 or 20 yard line rather than your 15 or 20 yard line. So at the end of the first quarter, it's 7-0 to Arizona. Now continue to play where I left off
in
the second quarter.
Back out there now on third down.
I'm going to run you over. Kill. Lead it, 48.
To throw, Cousins.
Yes, get in.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield.
Don't really matter though.
And then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Right, there's choices you can go. Might be the circle one, maybe I'm going to go for.
Play fake, Cousins. He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
Oh,
and
no.
Lucky to get away with one
Didn't
there.
make it.
That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, nearly another
drop the ball, so then you still remain 10 yards to gain if you fail to catch it or make the completion. But then obviously you've lost it down anyway. It now goes to a second chance of 4 to get the yardage that you need to where that braided red line is.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Going to go running into the green area, or you can change it up and then do a throw instead. Me talking again, and I'll give a flag. Right, I'll get on with the game, and obviously I'll let you catch on with the game as we go. That's 5 yards I've lost. 10 yards.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Lets it fly for field.
No, lost possession.
And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner,
giving it away again. Wow.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience
All the while
there,
I can
did
probably
they?
keep it at
Just down the
7-0.
score. They come out
Then I've got an
firing right
opportunity,
away
as long as they
and
don't
compound
get
things
close
by
enough to
throwing
get
an
a field goal and
interception.
go
They put their defense in a really
10-0
tough
up.
spot.
Or even a touchdown and go 14 up. Never mind. My team pre-season keep the opponents out of the end zone to get me extra experience.
The Cardinals getting set to trot out there now.
They've already lost
They're
that
out
one.
in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add
So
to
I'm
their
on
lead
defense now. Arizona on the attack for the offense.
Punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Eric Kendricks, the Vikings' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop. From the 40
Come on. Oh,
second down.
just got it.
Murray, screenplay, Johnson. And taking it across
got their 10 yards. He got more than that, any. I thought I was going to get him at the first opportunity then, but he dodged me. Damn.
Nice pass that time by the number 1 pick,
53.
Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting
to get
quarterback.
Experience points on this one.
Freshman year,
Got to prevent a touchdown on this
then the
drive.
transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his
basically
opportunity
got
came
stopped
last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff.
Dodge me again.
Here for Johnson.
Yes.
And Johnson,
come on. Get out of my way.
Vikings pick up the football.
That guy's going to run into him, man. I would have got up the field and got a touchdown. Flipping run into his own players. But I've got to be happy that I've actually got the ball back on the turnover.
Yeah, right now. You know that to come regular season, he's going to be ready to go. And maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Poor.
Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
That's my goal complete.
And become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's
touchdown.
already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And he's
right, offense for me now.
Get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. First down, here's the run with Cook. And the lane closes up quickly.
After losing a lot of yardage, I managed to gain a little bit back. 3 yards out of that one. It's now 2nd down and 7. After we started out at 1st down and 10, it's now 2nd down and 7.
Artificial surface, you see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Still going for a pass, obviously.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Could go Treadwell or Thielen, depending.
Now Cousins.
No, wow.
Be intercepted.
He's
the
gone.
Corner,
No
Peterson.
chance.
The 30, 20.
Fly me now. Touchdown, Cardinals.
For the Cardinals touchdown.
Terrible pre-season. Twice now I've given it away. Realised after I threw the ball that it was the other side of the offense player.
Not exclusively, but way more than before.
No hope of
that was a
catching
nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
The 2 cock-ups I've done, given them 2 touchdowns.
Are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field.
They're going
on
for the
most
extra
plays.
point. Make it 14-0.
The extra point.
Try and get a touchdown. There we go. 14-0.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting
We'll
the
get back into this somehow. I've got to try and get a
returning
touchdown
it to
before the end of the first quarter.
6.
We've got 3 minutes 11. So each quarter on here is 6 minutes long. Normally in an American football game it's 15 minutes a quarter. It's like a stop-start play as well, and normally each quarter over real time works out about 30 minutes. So
get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Right, here we go. Let's try and do something.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
23-yard return.
Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. He's struggled. His team has struggled. You talk to me a lot about looking to your leaders.
Boys.
Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed. And how that has to happen is somehow he's got to flush out everything.
Oh, he's dropped it. He had the bloody thing and then drops it.
Get back to that confident level and know
Oh, no. Come on.
This has been a real
Let's do this.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got the interceptions.
Come on, boys.
Trying to turn it around.
This is only a pre-season one, not a main game.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Cousins now. And Diggs has it.
Diggs, step on Diggs, grabs it this time.
So many ways
just shy of 4 yards gain, 3rd and 6 now. So I've got to go for a pass. There's no way I don't think I'm going to take a gamble and running it for 6 yards. Better off having to throw.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after
Come
the
14-0 leads evaporate and quickly. So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football.
Good time to get a turnover now.
Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
2nd and 3 there. So he's gained 7 yards.
Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the 27 now. Here's
a 2-minute warning.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14
end of the first
nothing.
half. 14-0 down at home. Going for the blitz at the top there, storm over Brave.
Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
See if that works.
I know you do. I've got the thing just for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando to take us through the weekend in the NFL.
No.
A throw over the middle, taken in.
God, they've got so much space.
Just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
17-yard
The
gain
young buck
for
finding the
Arizona.
veteran there. There is 14 years separating Kyler Murray and Larry Fitzgerald. Murray turning 22 back on
No one there
August
at all.
7th.
Go on,
And on August 31st, Larry Fitzgerald turned 36. But these two guys like each other, and it shows on the field. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
No gain for him. It's their second chance now. 10 yards still to get up to that red faded line.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down.
Gained 4 yards now, so it's 3rd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back
This is their last
this
chance
size,
then to get up to that red line.
I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much
Arizona
in the
have
second
taken
half,
the
but some of
time
these
out.
shorter gains turn into bigger runs
Just give them
later.
the chance to get themselves together, try and put me off my stride. Not that I'm in any stride at the moment. Can't just cut
An extra
anything
defender in the
together.
secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Come on, it's messing up. They're going for a throw here as well. Look, come on. Oh,
He hits White, complete.
Wow.
But he is out of bounds, but not
He's out of
before
bounds,
he's
stops the
inside
clock.
30. That
He's
one goes
way
for
upfield.
24 yards.
come on, guys. Let me sort this out. We're in field goal range as well now.
Flags will come in.
Uh-oh,
I think
what's
this
happened?
one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Oh, I've gone across the line too early. Trey
Jumping all the way
Waynes.
from the outside, maybe getting a little early start on the
Questioning
corner
the button
blitz.
too quick.
The only time it makes sense to give that penalty is exactly as you
So
described.
they're
Otherwise,
just giving them an
he
extra
should never
5 yard
get that penalty.
advantage. So it's second
So
and
a
5,
first
first
and
and
5
5.
now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Deep stuck here.
From the gun, Murray dumping it off for Johnson. And down inside
down.
the 15, shy of the 10.
He's already got in
Now
field
the
goal
guard's
range.
going to call another timeout. Their second.
47
as the
seconds
clock's going to
left.
stop with 47 seconds to
One
go
chance
in
here
half
for,
number 1.
Another touchdown.
Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Come on.
On
Do
first
this,
and
come
10,
on.
here's Murray sliding out of the
Oh,
pocket. And he'll
wow.
take this
The
into
flag
the
down
end
as well,
zone.
so I don't know
Now,
what
hold on
happened.
here. We do have a flag down. So
The
let's see
offense
what
have got
this
a
is
flag,
about.
so is that going to be disallowed? Holding. Yeah, accept.
They get the tackle, Marcus Gilbert, second-round pick back in 2011.
So they've lost 10 yards now. It's gone back to a first. Instead of first and 10, they've got a 10-yard penalty for that. So it's first and 20 now for Arizona. Gives me a bit more of a chance.
First and 20 now after the
Luckily.
holding penalty.
So Arizona were holding, which is the reason why they had all that space to get through.
Out of the gun, here's Murray, rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it
Come
here.
on.
And he will score.
Wow, they've got another touchdown.
Touchdown Cardinals.
Wow, I'm getting
A 21-yard
slaughtered.
touchdown run. Here the Cardinals push further out in front. We saw so much of this last year at the college level.
Well, hold
but
on,
there
come
you
back
go.
to your
His
comments.
first
It's
rushing
obviously frozen
touchdown
up
as an
on my
NFL
screen at the
quarterback.
moment.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that
I'll get
aided
to
him
half
very
time
well,
and
as
I'll
you
catch
mentioned,
up
at
on
the
your
college
guys'
level.
folks' comments.
It's something he's going to carry over,
Getting
and they'll make it a
slaughtered
big
here,
part of their
20-0.
offense.
Back to
Gonzalez to add the
21-0
PAT.
at home as well. God.
And it is now 21-0.
Ooh, see the old crowd not happy.
So the drive there
Probably get
took
the sack
6
the first
plays.
game, didn't it?
And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray.
Return to the
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
36 seconds left of the game. First half.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard
They
line.
actually got to the 25-yard this time.
Here
I
comes
can go
Kirk
for a big
Cousins
play, I
now
may
to
be
lead
lucky,
his
or they
offense
may
back
get it
out there.
intercepted. The rest of
The
them
second
trouble.
quarter, they're down big already. He's
Down
struggling as
way
well.
big.
They've got to find something here. He's got to find
21-0.
something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself.
Come on,
and
where's
maybe you have to
everyone?
disperse it a little bit. Lean
Oh,
on some other people,
throws
lean
it
on your
out.
teammates. Find someone
Second
who can
and
take
10.
the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse.
this ain't good. Try and get back in this somehow. Watch out, baby.
On
Making the right
second
cock
down,
up here.
Cousins
Come on.
again.
Come on.
But his
Another
pass is
interception.
intercepted for the 4th time today.
Sugar.
Picked off by Robert Alford.
Is that 4th or 5th time?
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely
Screwed up,
understand
yeah,
that.
big time.
But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it
Wow.
over.
Now you got to be
Hurry up
careful
and get
because
this
that
quarter out of the
deficit
way,
can
Will.
get a little bigger on the other
Get half
side with
time
that
done.
good field position they just took
Start
over
fresh
with.
in the second half.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Got this
Oh,
complete to
no.
the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella.
Oh, no.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Jesus Christ.
Andy Isabella. As
What the hell's
first
going
half
on,
is
man?
winding down. Here the Cardinals
Pretty crappy
push further
pre-season
out in
game.
front.
I heard a coach talk about those late in the half scores,
Wow.
especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Gonzalez now to have the extra point.
28-0 half time. We're not even there yet. God.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. And they're able to get the connection.
They're going to get into
on the long
triple
touchdown
figures within
pass.
this game. Where we're
And that's
going.
one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown.
Don't be so cocky at the moment. We'll catch you during the season. Get our own back.
Set
We
now
hope.
to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Embarrassing first half.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah,
Actually
normally,
made a
you
pass
know me,
for
I mean,
once.
You've been around
Wow.
me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Gained
I'm
7
sorry
yards.
about that. But normally
Doesn't matter
I'm
anyway,
one
it's
for
half
preaching
time.
patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half,
It's
you still
our
got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This
Let's
has to
catch
be a
up to your
drive
folks'
that
comments
gets a
and
touchdown. So if
I'm
you're the
not
play
getting anything
caller,
through.
you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can
Hi,
use
Neil.
to
Afternoon,
get yourself
Neil. How
back
you doing,
into it.
buddy?
In our game, expect to see the starters for at least
Nice
one more
afternoon.
drive. Something to look
Chilling
forward
out,
to
playing a bit
as
of
we
Madden,
get back out to
NFL.
Brandon Godden and
Madden
Charles
20.
Davis.
Not doing too good though. Hi Brady channel. Hey, dude. Yo, thanks, man. You should get this game, man. It's pretty cool. Although I'm
All
being
right, Coach,
slaughtered.
thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter
We're back
number
for the
3.
second half. Can I get 28 points in the second half? Highly unlikely, but we're going to give it a goddamn go. Right.
Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort
bit of a
on the
slight
return
custom,
there. Gets
isn't
him
it, this
across the
geezer?
30 to the 33-yard line.
What is his name?
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to
Kyler
start
Murray,
this
huh?
third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on
48
to it.
yards is
And
made
what
for
I'm
one
thinking is
touchdowns.
that the offensive staff
Walking all over my
spent the entire
defense.
halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some
So there's that
change-ups.
faded
We're
red
going to
line
see
up
them
there,
when we kick it
orange.
off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes his
Sure he
forward
gets
for
down
about
now.
6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gives
Losing
him a
big,
second and
forced a
4.
turnover, so
A lot of people felt
get a few
Johnson was a
extra
little
XP
misused
points
during what was a
forced a
disappointing
turnover, so I can get
2018.
possession back.
940 yards on the ground, 7
Whether that'll work or
touchdowns.
not, I
Great
don't
for
know.
most, but not the season Johnson
They're
was
second
hoping
and 4
for.
now.
And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best.
Oh,
And now
yes,
trying
he's
to
lost
prove it,
yardage
hoping to
this
get
time.
back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback.
Danielle Hunter,
I like
poor
the
man.
strategy.
Nice one.
Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter,
Don't mess with
You're
Mr.
apparent.
Hunter.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Yardage lost there for Arizona Cardinals. Right, they're 3rd and 7. So if I can keep them at bay here, then I've got an opportunity to get possession back. If
To
that's
throw
at all
on third
possible.
down. Murray.
Now look, up that wing
He's got
again.
line
He's
here.
gone.
The
I've lost
20.
this.
Touchdown.
I've actually lost this game now. How many times have they gone up the right side
64
and got a touchdown?
As his guys continue to pour it on.
That geezer needs to
And
wake
correct me
up
if
on
I'm
the
wrong,
right
that
side.
was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
no, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat.
Wow, look at
And I
him.
just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9
Losing big
from the
time.
receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone
Embarrassing.
for the touchdown.
Totally
Gonzalez able
embarrassing.
to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and the Cardinals cap
3
it with a
plays
touchdown.
to get that. Well, I ain't getting back into this, but let's try and get a flaming touchdown, for goodness sake.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Come on.
Here's Kirk Cousins now, the centerpiece of our
In fact,
player
coming back
spotlight.
in.
And unfortunately for him, this montage, not highlights, lowlights in this one, partner.
Way too many mistakes, too many errors.
Definitely. Mistake after mistake. Let's try running game
Here are
instead
the
of keep
Vikings
passing.
now to start their next drive. They trail
to the right
offense,
side
first
for the
time to
green
touch the
areas.
ball in quarter
The
3,
running.
and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have
No.
planned. Because some teams script to start
Even
a
lost
half.
yards there maybe.
Other
Yeah,
teams
3
just go,
yards
okay,
loss.
These are the
Second and
sequence of plays
13
we
now.
want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in
Just
that
can't
big
get past
play
them.
right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big
More
play
than a
to
shocker.
give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So now they have to contend with 2nd and
Come on,
13 after the
boom.
first down run goes backwards.
Been going backwards the whole game.
Play fake. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen.
No one there, look, no chance.
That's
unlucky.
incomplete. Nearly another
Almost.
pick. My goodness.
Nearly got intercepted then as well
They
and
have not
picked
gotten
off.
him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete
Just need to
it.
get one of these
Keep
right
trying.
and get on
He's
the
one
roll.
of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're
Damn.
always trying to get him the football.
3rd and long for Cousins.
Come on,
Throw
you're not
gonna
even
be
there.
Incomplete.
4th and 13, I've got to punt this possession now back to the Cardinals.
The punt for Minnesota. Nice move at the 40. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last
Good
time
Kyler
out,
Murray there,
another
like,
touchdown.
all
I
over
think there
me.
may be some empty
12
seats
12
around here
yards.
by the time the 4th quarter comes
Yeah, I
around.
think everyone
I have
else
to agree
walks
with
out
you
probably.
because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
The roads
true.
will be fairly
That-
clear
that is
by the
one
time I have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Now Murray. And
The way we're going, they're probably,
the improv on the scramble there gets
the
him
way they're
6,
playing,
and
there'll probably
it'll
be only like
second
one
down.
person left in the
Partner, he
ground
was
at the
going
end
through
of
his
the game.
progressions. Not there, not there.
90,
After about the 3rd
100,000
one, he decided he better
coaching.
pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And the catch made by Johnson. And they went
Glad
the
he went
wrong
out on
way
that
there,
run.
losing yardage back at the 43-yard
First
line.
time in ages,
Well, they
4th and
tried to
7,
swing it out
so
left into the flat, complete, but
we've got to
really
punt up
nice
the field.
open
Arizona
tackling.
now
And
to
they
move
played
back
that one like
possession.
a great boxer. They
Try
were on their toes on that one. They
somehow
weren't back
try
on
and
their
get
heels
upfield.
reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line.
Oh, wow.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over
Deep
1st
in
and
my
10.
own half, and they're not even at 20
Now the
yard line.
Minnesota offense set to take over again. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board.
Come on, yes,
Just take a
yes.
deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Chance I've caught in God knows the whole half.
Before
And
he's taken down.
wow.
A well-executed
Hallelujah.
22-yard gain.
The goal for any offense versus
Most of the times they've either missed it or dropped it.
Holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and
Wait to
throw it.
wake up now,
There,
Spoke.
perfectly executed
Try and get some
crossing route.
points on the scoreboard here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey. We got 3. We got 3. 3 down.
Feeling
3
that
down.
one. I was trying to.
From the gun, here's Cousins.
Yes.
That went into the hands of Thielen, complete.
Nice.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Maybe I've been passing
13
to the wrong
yards
guy
as the
all the
Vikings
time.
pick up the 1st down.
Come on. We're on
It's
a
a game
roll.
of matchups,
We're on a roll.
and that's
Got
why
first
you take
down
your
again.
receivers
First
and
and
move them
10.
around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break
Like
out
those
or you can
Stephon
break
Diggs, if you've
in.
got enough
That makes it
room out
hard to
there.
defend.
Cousins to throw it. And
Ah,
this will be incomplete. Physical
Good
play
moment.
on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a play fake here on
Thielen. Yes, he's got it again. Wow.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Almost in for a first touchdown of the day. I think they will get 5 touchdowns.
They will not be able to get off another play as time has run out.
We're to the last quarter. They get 5 touchdowns to catch up.
With more preseason football on EA Sports.
Disaster 2nd quarter.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
No Thielen out this time, so we've got a different squad out.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. It's complete.
Yes, we got it though. That's good.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Yes.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4.
Come on, yes, no.
To the goal line, but it's
dropped
incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's moves.
Yes, come on. Get in. Decide to run it instead of throwing it. And that, get in. Nice first one of the day.
They will get on the scoreboard here. Give credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
Finally, 4th quarter, actually get a touchdown.
Slow clap on me.
Not very
There's
nice.
no crowd left to clap though, is there?
They haven't been very nice
They've
on
all
offense.
walked out.
It's been a struggle.
I need to go for the PA.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point.
Yes.
And he
Won the
converts
ball.
and it cuts the lead to 35-7.
Another 4 touchdowns to get.
They go 9 plays in all.
In the 4th quarter.
And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Now a hit and a loose football.
Yes.
And the Vikings pick up the football.
Have I got the ball back?
So a teammate picking him up there.
Oh,
that
yes.
was nearly disaster.
Or not. Have I got it or have I not?
You want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always
wasn't that lucky. I thought I had the ball.
Ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
That ball complete to Isabella.
Starting to play a lot better now, but it's a bit late in the game.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Yes, come on, boys. Get
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, they run with Edmonds.
Yes.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first.
Are they going to go for it? I can't see them going for it. They've got a punt, surely.
Now that was a big time play by the defense.
They're like 35-7.
They knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Yeah, punting, so I'll get possession back.
As he's on to punt for Arizona.
Wasn't great, was it?
We'll
It was tough on me before I even got going.
Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Surely I'm going to.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Well, going deep here for Taylor.
Oh,
and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Yes. Oh, no. He's lost it. I thought we had it.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Couldn't make it. Punt up the field now, lose possession.
Another wayward pass.
Give it back to Arizona.
Started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does
nearly another
is
interception.
embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Matt Weil now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out now come the Cardinals. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part, because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los
2-minute warning for the finals.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out
Minnesota here, it's Arizona 35, Minnesota Vikings 7. 2 minutes left of the final quarter. Well, a disaster afternoon, but they started playing a bit better towards the end, but it's too late.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Come on, where's everyone? Yes, come on.
Intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And a return outside
nice,
the 46-yard line.
Don't get too excited, there's not much of a crowd left to watch it.
A little something to hang their hat
35-7 down.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46.
They're going to run it to the green zone now.
Going to begin the drive here with Madison.
Didn't work very well, did it?
Anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of
4 yards lost.
Play. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
No, keep dropping it.
But this one's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
4th and 14. I'm going to go for it.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up to that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
I'm going to do a fake and then run it. Don't know if it's going to work or not. Probably not.
And look at this, it's a fake.
No,
and
it
this
didn't
is
work.
Incomplete.
Never mind, it's close, worth it.
It does not pay off. They fake the punt, it doesn't work out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Got butterfingers today.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Don't really matter now. Let's go. Shoot the clock or not.
This one caught by Isabella. And inside the 20
Probably
before
go for
he's
a kick
brought
here
down.
to get 38 points.
Give him
now,
16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down
surprise
as
me.
well.
Going for a field
I
goal.
like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Time up.
So it's
finish.
a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And they were really helped by their
Cardinals
defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
Vikings
I think
7.
what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot.
Next time round, we're going to get into
it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense.
Counts.
They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.
Then look at the post-game report. Tom Brady no longer at New England Patriots. He's gone to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers now. Yo, everyone. Not a great start, but at least it's only a pre-season. So there we have. Advance.
The players on your team earned XP.
That's right, it's just giving you a brief down of what each thing means if you're not sure of the game. Skill points are obviously by gaining XP whilst you're out playing the game.
Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game. This is the player card. Here you can see your player's strengths and weaknesses by looking at their archetype ratings. That's all the challenges in the game during the season. Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advance Week to get to your next game. Don't think he's too impressed. So we're going to advance the week. Start your week by installing your game plan. Right, so yeah, I'm going to get my game plan running. An offensive and defensive game plan has been pre-selected based on your weekly opponent tendencies. Change your game plan anytime before starting. I won't. I'll just leave it up to them. Each week you can focus train 3 players for extra experience. Once you've made your game plan, choose to start training and head down to the field. We'll do that before we get the next game running. So the offense game plan, it's a short pass to slant flats, and then the defense is pass defense to cover 4. So I'm going to go into training and see how we do. So we can build the players up a wee bit. It's like Buffalo we're up against. Final pre-season, possibly. Here we go.
Coming out of yesterday's practice, we all know it wasn't good enough. Today's practice, it's got to be great. Game day's coming fast. Let's go out here and let's be great, okay?
Yeah, man. Slant flats, a quick pass concept that creates 2-on-1 matchup, forcing him to choose which receiver to cover. Right. Throw to the receiver there. To 0. Red circle.
What's that?
Success 1 of 4 up on the top right there tells you if you get a green on all of them, you need to get at least 2 out of the 4 right. Throw into the receiver now that runs across the back on the red line.
What's that?
Oh, what are you doing? Did press the button, it didn't work. My cock up there. So throwing to the receiver with the X now. I've got 2 out of 4 so far. No. Oh yeah, I got 2 out of 4. got through the tutorial because you got at least get half of them right. So I've got 5 opportunities on this one now. Get at least 2 right on this one. Slap plant concept. No. Complete a pass somehow. Yes, got it that time, just in time. No. No. Got to redo this mission.
Listen up, fellas. I think we all know what today was. Today simply wasn't good enough. We have high aspirations as a team. If we want to get there, we got to raise our game. Today was not good enough. Next practice, I want it better.
Yeah, man. Gonna retry actually. Try and get it better. Got that one right. Yes, worked well. Working better this time. No, I missed. No, got the first 2, then cock up the second 2. No, got to redo again till we get it right.
I think we all know what today was. Today simply wasn't good enough. We have high aspirations as a team. If we want to get there, we got to raise our game.
So
today
retry
was
again.
not good enough. Next practice, I want it better.
Yes, sir. Come on, let's get it right. As the man says on the training field. I want it better. No. Fail. Too much of that so far, failing. Nah. God, what's he doing? I can't even get there. Wow, I got the first one, then lost the next 4.
Listen up, fellas. I think we all know what today was. Today simply wasn't good enough. We have high aspirations as a team. If we want to get there, we got to raise our game. Today was not good enough. Next practice, I want it better.
She got it through the middle this time. Yes. Get this next one in at least, then I can continue on. No.
Listen up, fellas.
Right,
I think
one
we
more
all
go,
know
I'm
what
gonna
today
go.
was. Today simply wasn't good enough.
Just can't get past the
We have
two.
high aspirations as a team. If
Come on,
we want to get
chaps.
there, we got to raise our game.
Buckle down.
Today was not good enough. Next practice, I want it better.
Yes. Get in. Although I did the first one last time, didn't I? Then I messed up. No. Do or die on this one. Nah, right,
Listen up, fellas. I think we all know what
we're going
today
on.
was. Today
Got
simply
to
wasn't good
make
enough.
do with a bronze.
We have
Only
high
2 out of 5.
aspirations as a team. If we want to get there,
good
we
enough.
got to raise our game. Today was not good enough.
So we'll
Next
be on
practice,
defense
I
now.
want it better.
Could prevent the first down. Got success now, they didn't make it to that red line, orangey yellow line. Doing better on defense. Hmm. Preventing the first down now. No, got the first down. They got over the line. Yes. Yes. 5 out of 6. Pretty happy with that one. On the pass defense. Prevent the touchdown on this one now. Gets here and he's sacked. Nice. Yeah, intercepted blocked him. Stop him. Yes. Got to stop this one now. I'm going to touchdown. It's really tough. Yes. Got there eventually. 15 seconds to prevent a touchdown. Intercepted at last. Core just stopped him in time. No. Got a touchdown on that one. Fouled as well, no.
Listen up, fellas.
Mind.
I think we all know what today was.
Still won
Today
7-6,
simply wasn't good enough. We have high aspirations as a team. If we want to get there, we got to raise our game. Today was not good enough. Next practice, I want it better.
That's the training done. It's just not good enough. Just like the game, wasn't it? A lot of youngsters in this squad, huh?
Use your practice squad to develop younger players that could eventually contribute in games.
Have a look at the team. Just line up 74 players. Let's have a look now. Overall. Right, let's generate the best lineup.
This is the development trait. Superstar and Superstar X-Factor players will progress faster over time. Players can improve their development trait by being one of the top performers in the league at their position. This is the Abilities tab. Here you can see what abilities a player has and what effects they have in-game. Abilities are available to both Superstar and Superstar X-Factor players. Unlock ability slots by improving the player's overall rating.
You obviously do that during the game, I guess. And
this player has a zone ability. This is a powerful ability that can be activated when the player completes in-game objectives. Only X-Factor players will have zone abilities. Reorder the defense to the best that I have. Daniel Hunter, obviously, is a superstar. Develops faster in the game. So that's what he needs to do. Certain by the end of the season, to obviously make him better. Right, sorting out. Things to do for cut 21 players. So play pre-season. See how we're doing this one then, folks. Away at the Buffalo Bills. Final game. See if we can do a hell of a lot better than the previous one. On the road now we are. Looking a bit better than these at the moment. 93 over yards compared to 79.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll get a chance to see Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings as they match up with Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thursday Night Football from the New Era Field.
1973, there's a
Buffalo.
look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The folks in
Buffalo,
Buffalo
New York.
love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. I'm Brandon Gaudin. As always, by my side is Charles Davis. So the final tune-up for the regular season, and probably not going to really see much starter action out here in this one, are we?
You're right.
Right.
Not much
So we
in the
can
way
do
of
better than
starters,
the
key veterans, key backups.
home game
But the
against
guys
the
who
Arizona
have to make the
Cardinals.
team, struggling for those few spots that are open, we'll see them the entire time. But you and I both know this as well. There will be a surprise cut or two from guys who didn't actually play in this game tonight thinking that they were safe.
Right. So Minnesota kick it off.
Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from New Era Field. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So here the Bills being led out by their quarterback, the 7th overall pick in the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen. Of course, the Bills, they've been looking for a franchise quarterback for a number of years, and now they think they have their guy. He certainly had his moments as a rookie, including an impressive win in Minnesota.
So the weekly game boost
NFL
for me,
start.
quarterback in the offense. Boosting players, defense, boosting them, calling cover 4 plays, and calling slant flats on the offense. Get boost. Okay. Give me the best of luck. Got to be better than the last one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They're in Buffalo.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
So we have 4 lock palms I'm going for. So that's the game plan play. Get extra XP if you get success out of it. So that's what I'm going to go for.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
They'll run it here with Blount. And he will lose yardage here at the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra
Don't
tight
mess
ends,
with Joseph,
you're hoping
he's a
that
big
each of your
old
guys
guy.
gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
I'm going for the cover 4 quarters then.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And able to find John Brown.
Last play as well, and they get all the way up there.
Down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42.
Jeez. Amazing how quickly it changes round.
On 1st down, Blount. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Eric Kendricks is another one of those bloodline guys in the NFL. His brother Michael also applies his trade as a linebacker, and Eric's trying to show him he's the best in the family.
Guys need to bulk up a bit there.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. He finds Yeldon.
Stops him getting the 10 anyway. 4th and 1. Wow, what are they going for it or are they punting?
So first
He
possession.
could be taking it.
Here, you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it.
Yeah, they are going for
this,
it.
all right? Yeah,
Seems like that's what the commentators are saying. They're going to go for a 4th down. Try and gain their 1 yard rather than punt. Give me possession.
Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this 1st down and then continue on down.
No,
try and
they're
get
going for a
Like
punt.
your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
Well, they do. No.
So off
Well,
goes
they're going for a
Allen,
field
and
goal.
on comes
Wow.
Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal.
Sure.
From the left hash,
Go,
it's an even
try and
50-yard
go for 3
attempt.
points there. No. Or has it? No, it's hit the
And
post.
that's
So lucky.
off the right
Wow.
upright, and it bounces away. No
Flag gone as well.
But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this.
Offense. I've messed up. What have I done?
Well, we looked at each other.
Wow,
right
we've got
away. We
another
knew that flag
opportunity
was
to go
coming
for
out.
it again.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The roughing the kicker called on 4th down.
Roughing the
What a
kicker.
big break. Leads to a 1st and 10.
Wow, 1st and 10. That ain't good.
They'll flip this quickly out to Beasley.
He's lost some
And
yards.
this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the
4 yard
22.
loss in the last. Thank
That'll
goodness.
wind up going for
Thing is, if they
a loss
don't make
of
it, they'll
4.
probably still go for
And
a
that's
field
going
goal.
to make it 2nd and 14.
One thing we do know,
Go
he's going to get his
3-0 up.
catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue
So
to
it's gotta be
focus
better than
on
6 or
not giving
7.
up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They go back to the ground now with Yeldon. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete.
Nice.
Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
They're going for their field goal now.
So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt.
Yep,
And
they've gone
the
3-0 up.
bangs it through, and the Bills' opening drive yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Now after the main field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard
Yeah, I
line.
watched some of it. Flipping hell.
So, because that finished, and then I tried to ring you to see what you was up to come get and speak.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
How did it go right, did it?
Play fake. Cousins. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. That defense is going to have to bow up.
Yeah, and let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. Well, you practice these situations. It's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic can get you scored on again.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it. Don't you think, Punt?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Okay,
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass through a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Or certain times.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okie dokie.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Shreds the tackle. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Go down from the field goal.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
If you got it, the flag down as well.
What's going on? And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Defense. So it's gone to my advantage.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Right.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He'll
got a little bit of a yard, couple yards, maybe one.
Pickup of 2 yards.
So, yeah.
Let's take a look here at the offense for Minnesota.
And running back Dalvin Cook was drafted in 2017 to be the lead runner for the Vikings, and he should love what they're putting in for him in 2019. This is a run-first, run-heavy offense as dictated by their head coach. Dalvin Cook should get more than enough carries to threaten 1,000 yards rushing this season.
Push the one button. It may work or may not.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins open here, Adam Thielen.
Yes.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
No, not going to get it in.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
3-0 down. End of the first quarter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the second quarter. So get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it his best shot. Because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching the rest of the way.
I don't know if I've gained anything at all from my left
backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward.
Can you get this?
Oh, no. To block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
He's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence.
Going to get this? I doubt it.
That borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Is it
That's
enough?
running out of steam, and it
no.
won't get there.
Not long
He
enough.
left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick. But now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll find his receiver. That's Chad Beebe. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, the offense
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Sacks. Back to 3rd and 9.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
We get upfield a bit so I can try and attempt for a field goal.
Looking to throw.
No.
And that is incomplete.
Again. After having a turnover and I still can't get upfield. 4th and 9.
Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that
preseason within 53 yards or 50 yards, I may have an opportunity to get the field goal.
What did you say? The roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75
54,
this year?
no, we've got no hope.
Right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, you would cut your roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like
longer
that.
Than the last
in this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
Couldn't do a 53, so there's no way he can do a 54-yard.
So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He has not had the start to this game that he envisions here in the second quarter. He's struggling a little bit. But, hey, they're in the lead right now. So kind of what's going on in his head, do you think, Charles?
I think that's what he has to keep in mind. Winning the ball game is not going the way he wants in terms of his own play. But, oh, yeah, that's right, winning the ball game. So don't press. Don't try and do things outside of what's going on right now. Don't try to increase your game or get yourself right. Just make sure you continue to lead your ball club and keep them moving in the right direction.
Well, they've got that lead so far. 1 interception for him, no touchdown passes. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Barkley, and his throw is incomplete. T.J. Yeldon, the one he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now this one complete to Robert Foster. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
Just stop him on this play.
Ball's on 3rd down.
I'll probably try and go for a field goal anyway.
4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Barkley. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The former Pro Bowl
I think they're going to attempt a field goal. It's pretty obvious.
Free.
Go 6-0 up.
Try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that
bodes well for them.
They need him late in the game. His confidence should be sky high.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out on the field to kick it away.
Not possible.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They try the right side with Abdullah. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Let's hope it's not anything that'll keep him out of the opener. We'll be right back. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. On the delay, this is Abdullah. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Nice. Continue up the field. Right.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to find Chad Beebe that time. And it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover, and maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because it really may be one completion away from giving the kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's Barkley. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder.
Not going to miss from there, are they?
Hauschka's kick is good, and that will make our score 9-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about it. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Did I get it back? Looks like it. Like a fumble, but got it back.
Let's get it.
Don't know.
So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Get right in it. Let's get some
Both
points
teams
back on the
appear
board,
ready
guys.
for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
4-yard turn.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Star Latulele.
3-yard loss as well.
It's a loss of 3.
Too long.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Yard loss, isn't it? Wow.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big body guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll drop the throw.
Come on. Oh, no.
It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. First possession of the third quarter. Interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they
wanted. Sort of squad out once this game's done.
Running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here I come! Here I come! Here I come! Ready?
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Yeldon. And he stopped immediately there. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Just like that. Just like that.
Go. No.
And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone.
Just not going.
Buffalo touchdown. From 21
yards going
away.
right.
And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But
now Barkley stripped of the football.
Come on, must have had it.
And this belongs to the Vikings.
Yes.
It's funny to me because we actually
so they've gone Brady, gone for an extra 2 points instead of the extra 1 for a kick. They've lost the ball. They haven't got 2 points, they haven't got 1 point. They're stuck at 15.
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown-interception ratio.
The offense
2 to 1 is acceptable,
good enough.
But the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Throw complete to the tight end, Morgan. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Oh, just can't catch the ball.
Meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. Just got
pressure comes and the Bills block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
What a twat.
And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
What a joke.
In for the score. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Unbelievable.
Partners, you will know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back
last bloody game.
Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after.
35-7 the last one. That was 21, 22-0 coming up.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So the very rare blocked punt, scooped and returned for a touchdown. What an exciting play. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Stay strong. Wake up.
The Buffalo defense, they get ready as they trot back on the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side, complete. It's Morgan. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
A 2nd down run for Abdullah. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw.
Yes.
The throw complete to Beebe.
Nice.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards
First
as
time
the
I've gained
Vikings
something
pick
like
up the
that for a
first
whole
down.
game.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit.
Did we get it?
Hard.
Wow, he's got that.
Really
That's a great catch.
Gain of 25
Wow.
yards.
Great catch. Didn't expect him to get
Never
that.
make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw
Probably
there.
going to lost it there, and obviously didn't manage to keep hold of it. Chad Beebe. Nice. Get me back into this a little bit. Going for a run here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the run, Abdullah. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
We're heading into the final 4th quarter.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports.
Ready.
2nd and 9 now. And
Oh my days.
Picked off by the former
What a
first
screw
round
up.
pick, Kevin Johnson. And a big turnover there.
Left
His
it,
guys
right in
will
the
get
touchdown
the football
area.
back.
Well, this defensive
Just
pressure has
ain't
been
going-
constant all
just
game
not going
long.
right.
The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Again, it's Yeldon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Shy of the 10
Despite
yards.
the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Bills on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
They might have only had 1 for 6. So
man, here's Foster. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. As far as undrafted players go, Philip Lindsay took most of the headlines a season ago. But remember, Robert Foster was undrafted out of Alabama as well, signed with the Bills in May of 2018, and had a pretty good year.
Gone over the line.
27 catches, 541 yards. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football.
Lost 10 yards, 5 yards on that. They got first and 5
the ball moves.
Total disasters. Sums the day up.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
4 down.
After the penalty, it's Yeldon. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now this one to his tight end on the right side.
Touchdown again.
Wow. Way home for a Bills touchdown. Jason Kroon, 39 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Here's Hauschka for the extra point.
No.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
Ends in disaster.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
Load of touche.
This fielded at the 2.
Oh.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Lopsided. It's 2 lopsided games. Huh? Got 7 points and conceded like 35 and 29. 64 points conceded in 2 games with only 7 points gained. Terrible. Absolutely shocking.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset.
It's under 2 minutes.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
In Buffalo.
There they begin the drive with Abdullah. Sam Acho there for the stop. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter if it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll run it again with Yeldon.
He's got it. He's away.
It's a room to maneuver.
Flaming heck. Get in.
And he is down deep into Minnesota territory.
Jeez.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 20.
All good fun. Saturday afternoon.
So it's a
Game
victory here
over.
for the Buffalo Bills.
Got no
and this
points
was
at all,
truly
this
a
one.
total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the
Wipe
ball.
out.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gault. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.
Say cheerio. Player stats is terrible. Put the team stats here. It's just terrible. Let's do it. 3-6-13, 7 points given away. Final score 29-0 to Buffalo. Let's get that game out and done with.
Use your practice squad to develop younger players that could eventually contribute in games.
Right, folks, I'm going to try and get this team sorted out. I'm out of here, and you'll catch me on the next live stream when we're into the first game of the season. So yeah, that's me checking out for the Minnesota Vikings. 2 disastrous games, but we hope to be improved, or something hopefully going right by the time we get into the start of the season. Catch me for that one. I'm out of here, and we'll see you next one on Madden 20, American Football NFL. Catch you soon. Peace out.